and it's not that easy to get to for a tourist because there's not really any tourist sites. There are some, but I've never seen tourists at them. I see things that could be a tourist site, but basically Macau is filled with so much stuff to see and do that that you'd have to navigate the local bus system to get up here, and there's so much to see in the city that, you know, why would you target this spot in particular? Go check out the road. Okay, I'm the content creator for this channel. If you like what I'm doing, just subscribe and hit the like button. Okay, so this area is basically where it's more heavier density area. I don't know how well you'll be able to see it at night, but we'll just see how it looks. But I'll kind of describe it. It's a higher density area, predominantly local Chinese, basically. There's other areas like near the border, you'll see a lot more mainland Chinese. You can kind of feel the energy right next to the border. I think they do a little bit more import-export, bringing stuff across. They want to be right in that spot. This one is more, it's a big, see all kinds of cool stuff everywhere. That's a big glass, like a table glass. But this one, you'll see like all kinds of neighborhoods, and some of the apartments are quite high. Like you can see some tall apartments over there. And there's a parking shop. This is a popular place to shop. And we're gonna try to go across. But basically this whole area is just like high density, lots of apartments, shops on all the ground floors, and it just kind of spreads out in a lot of different directions. So this would be more like a Hong Kong-ish place with a lot more, like you wouldn't really see your Portuguese stuff in here, really, which is fine. I like it. I like this area quite a bit, actually. I wouldn't mind living here. I have lived here. I lived here for a year, actually. But the sun's gone down, so you can't really see it very well. But and these apartments are, you can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, about 7, 8 stories high. But there's other ones that are like 20 stories high. I used to live in one that was 15 stories high. Might try to walk by it. But yeah, so this is basically, I used to live down that way. I think I want to keep walking down some of these other streets first. But yeah, you can see, let's go a little bit further. I have filmed in here before in the daytime, and but it looks interesting at nighttime too. So this has a totally different feel. You just can't see the, you can't feel the canyon-esque. This is kind of interesting. I don't know if you can see this in the dark very well, but this has the fire escapes all the way down. So all these have fire escapes all the way across, which looks kind of cool. Let's see. And actually these have a lot more of the caged housing kind of look. I really like this area though. I mean, like basically you're in a, I don't know, it's cool. I lived here for a year and I just absolutely loved it. I love being in the density of it. So I don't know what happens when my camera sticks out. When I look through the camera view, it doesn't look that good. But it might look better when I actually upload it. This is kind of, so this is kind of the way a lot of it looks. Like there's kind of these blocky stuff. So each of these looks like kind of like a little blocky stuff next to another blocky stuff. So they're basically city blocks that are kind of up there a little bit. And then on the street level, you just kind of have, you know, shop after shop after shop. Some of them are quite interesting. They definitely cater to a predominantly Chinese taste, but there's a mix of different stuff in here. There's also like Vietnamese stuff that you'll see. I have a good friend who lived in Vietnam, so when I'm with him, it seems like we always run into Portuguese, Vietnamese people who I might have thought that they were Chinese if I wasn't with my friend who started speaking to them. And my friend speaks Chinese and Vietnamese, so he'll talk to like shop owners quite a bit, and then they'll end up speaking. Sometimes they don't know Chinese, but yeah, you'll see Vietnamese in this area, and you'll also see Burmese. So there's a little area that's has some Burmese restaurants. It's called Three Lantern District. I might go there later. At the moment, I just want to show you the street level of what it looks like, and then I'm going to walk back towards where I used to live, and I can show you the other capacity of this area. Okay, let's just keep on strolling. So, yeah, actually, this is an area where I almost never see tourists. Almost everybody that's in this area is almost always people that live and work in Macau. And it's not that easy to get to for a tourist, because there's not really any tourist sites. There are some, but I've never seen tourists at them. I see things that could be a tourist site, but basically Macau is filled with so much stuff to see and do that that you'd have to navigate the local bus system to get up here, and there's so much to see in the city that, you know, why would you target this spot in particular? It's basically a residential area. Okay, this is kind of a main street. This main street, they have these giant trees that line everything. And one of the things that's interesting about this is the traffic will stop always for pedestrians. So you just kind of walk across without even thinking a lot of times. Well, this one is a green one, but some of the other ones don't have street lights. You just walk across and people will usually stop. So it's one of the, which is different than the mainland. If you're in the mainland, they won't stop. They'll just go around you as you're walking. So it's again, some more blocky buildings. This is the, so these tall buildings, if you can see those, I used to live in one of them that was the 15th floor. It kind of looks like that, and when you're up there, you just kind of see like a wall of other apartments. It's pretty interesting, actually. And yeah, these trees, when the typhoon came through, some of these trees came down as well, so they would block the road. It took them like 2 or 3 days to remove some of the trees, because as you can see, they're quite massive. Well, this one is a small one, but some of the other ones are quite massive, giant banyan trees. And actually, these trees also give a lot of oxygen off as well. So there's a lot of cars that come up and down the street, so that helps a lot with the keeping the oxygen from the carbon dioxide, replacing the two, exchanging them. Okay, so we're just going to go just a little bit further. This would be, if you can see it in the nighttime, but kind of walls of apartments. So we're going to keep on going, and I'm just going to go around the corner here in a minute, and then I'll probably conclude it shortly thereafter. I have filmed a little bit in here before, but I haven't really did the narration of explaining. And this is a 24 hours McDonald's. It's always open, and I used to live, yeah, see 24 hours right there. Got a lot of cool stuff. So you can sit at the window here. Okay, so the light's a little bit bright right there. Take that light out a little bit right there. But yeah, you can see I used to live up in here, up on the 15th floor, and I think it goes up to like 20 something. Can't remember. But basically, like, if you're in one of these, then you can look across, and there's like kind of like a wall of apartments. And I'm just gonna see if I can come across here a little bit to show you. Down there's McDonald's, so the other video is at that spot, and we're just gonna kind of film the street. Scooters can park here, but I used to be able to see this sign and this sign, and then kind of like this wall of apartments. So I would have looked into this, and it's at nighttime it's quite crazy, because it's just like you're up on the 15th floor, like basically your entire view is just all apartments. It goes up to like maybe 23 or 24 or something like that. So, but anyways, this kind of reminds me more of like a Hong Kong-ish kind of thing. So this is it's actually some kind of cool places around here as well. There's some restaurants, like this pizza place that's down here. We're just gonna, this is where I used to live, right in here. Let's just take a look in here real quick. So, I don't know, I guess it goes up to, I used to live in the 15th floor, but you can see it goes up to like 28, so 28 stories. Higher than I thought, couldn't remember. So yeah, you would just kind of look into this, and at that time it was quite impressive. And they probably thought the same thing where they were at. Anyways, you park down at the base here. So I'm just gonna run across and see if I can film up here. So yeah, I would have lived up in there somewhere. Just a little bit of a background about this area. This is the apartments are quite large. I think mine was like 3-bedroom plus a small little anyways, we'll just end it right there. It's like a little thing, like a storage room basically. 3 rooms plus a storage room. But the storage room is almost the size of the fourth one. Everybody's looking up now. Okay, so we're gonna just conclude in a minute. And we'll just kind of go down the street a little bit and then we'll film coming down this whole street. Just wanted to show you some of the stuff that's around. Some of the businesses are closed. Here's a French one that's pretty popular. It's like a chain all over 7-Eleven. So I used to come in here quite a bit.